You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more, speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
But it's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we could be.
All day and all night, we'd stay up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk and then hook up. We were okay, we were alright, staying awake till the sunrise. We were in love, couldn't stop us. Like a good drug, never enough.
We'd hook up in my car, driving so far, play you guitar, you'd show me your art. Let down our guards, think with our hearts, stare at the stars. We were never apart, drinking too young, way too much fun, out in the sun, hoping when it's gone. Took you to prom, dance to our song, dance all night long till the lights come on.
Now I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless
we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. Late nights, long fights, it felt right, we were alive. We would go out, we were so loud, we were so proud, we had no doubts. Weekends and weekdays, we'd spend our own way. We were careless, we were fearless, we were reckless, time was precious.
We loved to waste time, whiskey and wine, drinking all night, asleep by your side. Finally alive, we would just drive, never arrive. Our journey was live, staying out late, testing our fate, running away. We live for today, young and so bold, never get old. Screw what we're told, we can't be controlled.
It's too late now. I remember everything. And how careless we got. It's too late now. I remember you and me. And how careless we.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be.
It's too late now. I remember you and me. And how careless we could be.
Well, hello everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Hope y'all are hyped. What's going on? What's going on? Oh man, this has been nerve-wracking, let me tell you. I am very happy that I was able to do this and that this has been, working out so well. Let me just say hi to everybody in the chat real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me get something pulled up here. Okay, great. Hello, Medley. We got Medley, we got Pidgey, we got Miss Abby, we got Spectre, got Jacob, awesome. And Nintendo Meal, sweet. Okay, so time for the reveal, huh? Okay. All right. So, before we get officially started, let me just say that I am very appreciative of this guest that came on tonight. This person, won't reveal if it's a male or female yet, is very, very generous, and I think that this is going to be a great conversation. This person is very supportive of not only of everybody in the community for the most part, but of, other, just in general. This person is an all-around awesome person, and I'm so happy that he's here, that he or she is here. So yeah, without further ado, I was trying to think of an intro to do for this person, and I came up with this one.
Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery.
It's that on game!
I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, he's on every continent.
Woo! Deeper than you know!
Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them are emulate, but none of them are demonstrate.
What's up, Dave? What's going on?
I'm the one they never see coming. I'm the one they never see coming.
We did it! We did it! Woo!
I mean, like, we pulled this off. This is like a week in the fucking making. Nobody said shit. It's great. It's great.
Yes, it's amazing. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, Miss Cucky. I'm quite well. I feel good to be asked. Look, people wanted to talk to me. Like, it's an incredible thing. It's a good feeling.
Yes.
How you doing?
Yes, I am like beyond blown away. The fact that you're even here.
Well, all you gotta do is ask. I appreciate the invite, and I am excited. What's going on, Chad? I see a whole bunch of mush puffs in there. I see my poops.
Yeah.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, we got a good my audience, of course, is a mixture of like pretty much everybody from like Peepaw to, you know, Xylee to Kristen Arg. We got you, we got everybody. Everybody's in here. Mm-hmm.
We do got a nice little mix of people. I see that. Now I need them to do their copious duty, of course, and tweet out the goddamn stream. Because if they don't, I will find a random puppy out on the street and punch it in the face. So
Yeah, there you go.
it's
No,
what we
please
do.
don't
We
do
punish,
that.
we
No.
punish the innocent.
No, don't
Yeah,
pull
we
it.
punish the innocent.
Don't pull a Keemstar and run over a puppy, dang it.
I just want to punch one. I don't want to run one over. I did almost run over a dog the other day on my e-bike. I was riding. A motherfucker came out of nowhere. It was like paperboy bullshit. I was like, dude, you almost just lost a dog. That's a 90-pound bike, and I'm a 200-pound man. That's a lot of poundage going fast.
No.
That was a dead dog. That was a dead-ass dog.
Oh, no, that would have been awful. Oh, no, I hope not.
Awful for the owner. Awful for the owner if he fucked up my bike, too.
Not the
It's
puppers.
fucking- What if it would have threw me? What if it would have
good point.
fallen and broke my face?
That's
oh
true.
my God.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
All right,
That's
so
true.
I won't go punch a dog. I'll punch a child. I'll find a
No!
child on the street and why?
No punching of children or pets.
Oh, okay. No punch.
Please.
Okay, damn it. All right. Old people. I can punch old people, right? They're on the way out anyway. I'll send some of them to Christ. It'll be great.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
I am the grandparent terminator. I'm here to put your grandparents in the ground.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm on one tonight. All right.
I can tell. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Like, I've been wanting to pull off something like this now for a while, but I wasn't sure. I knew that I had you in mind, of course, because, you know, who wouldn't? But I wasn't sure exactly how to do it or if I wanted to do it, because I originally was thinking of doing this with doing like a surprise stream or some sort like that with Bunny when I had Bunny on.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
But I was like, you know what? I'm too excited. I wanted to. It was my first. She was my first guest, I think, if I remember. No, Spectre was. Spectre was my first
Spectre
guest,
was?
and then Spectre was my first guest, and then Bunny was soon after. But I was like, and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna get too excited. I'm gonna blow it. You know, I just want to say something, which I thought I almost did with this one.
Yeah, you know, you told me, and I talk all the time, and sometimes I'll just, I don't know. I might just be like, oh, no, when someone tells me not to say something, I'm pretty lock and key about it, and I love
Same.
entertaining, and I love this type of surprise, because you don't get them. I'm a wrestling fan at heart, you know, so it's that pop moment. So I was watching the chat eagerly and seeing even 9 people, just seeing the little bit of a pop there. You have no idea what it does for me. So I'm happy to be here.
Same.
And,
yeah, this is. I'm very, very excited to do this. You know, it's, to me, the fact, and I've said this before, the fact that I have been able to do this for the short amount of time that I have been, and the fact that I've had all of these awesome people, not only in the chat, but on my actual stream, these last few streams that I've been doing, it's incredible to me, and I cannot be thankful enough for it. You know, I've got, you know, uh, all of you have been exceptionally welcoming to me, and I cannot thank you all enough. And I've said this before, had someone told me a year or two ago that I would be doing this, I would have been like, excuse me, what? Are you crazy? Like, there's no way.
You got very lucky. You got lucky in a way, because this time that we're streaming and creating right now, especially people who just started in the last few years, you're dealing with creators now who have been doing this for so long that the next logical step is to be more accessible than ever.
Right.
So like right now you have a whole bunch of people, and it's very in right now. I don't know how much longer it's going to last with some of the scandals that's happened recently, but I think people will eventually start closing off again, which I have no fucking problem with. Jesus Christ, we know too much already. But you know what I mean? It's like you have this incredible opportunity to simply just ask people, and 9 times out of 10, nowadays they're gonna say yes.
Yeah,
We're all a bunch of narcissists who love talking about ourselves. So it's
True.
fantastic.
Well, and not only that, but I I hold all of you, you, Xylee, Peepaw, yes, Peepaw, all of these other yes, I pulled it. I'm gonna
Hey, he deserves the praise. People deserves flowers.
Oh yes, 100%. And although he tried to troll me,
close enough to the grave.
He's
close enough to the grave. He might need flowers.
He tried to troll me the other day, which we'll talk about in a minute. But that's when
I
know
tried to
that
tell
he
people
likes
for
you.
years that Peepaw is evil. Nobody ever wants to believe me. I'm telling people for years, motherfucker's evil, but he's a nice guy. Evil. E-V-O. Evil.
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 Oh god. Oh, that's too funny. Well, no, no, and like I said, I hold you all in the highest of regards, if you will.
I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you guys have been fantastic to me, and I don't think, I was thinking about this earlier. I don't think you or I have ever had a conversation just one-on-one.
Which feels weird.
I know.
I feel like we have. Like I feel like we've spoken more than we have to this point. You know what I mean? It just but we haven't, and we have rectified that today.
Yes.
If we've done nothing else on a random Monday, Thursday fucking evening in July, we have rectified that situation.
Yes, we have. Yes, and I'm very yes, and I'm gonna keep saying it till I'm blue in the face, and I'm probably gonna get annoying. I don't care. I appreciate every single one of you. I got you tonight, and then tomorrow is Peepaw.
Yeah, he was supposed to. By the way, please just make sure the record is known. He was supposed to be yesterday originally. He was supposed to come before me, because you would never have Peepaw follow me.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Thank
follow Peepaw, right? I'm making sure that's the way the record sits.
Well,
he was supposed to be on yesterday, right?
No, he.
Oh my God, you did! You booked him after me. I'm having stuff for people.
No. Let me explain. So, first of all, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for that. I actually got that working now. Thank God.
But I was like, I should probably do that. It's probably a good idea.
Well, no, I appreciate it, but hey, I got that working, so it works. Yay!
I got outed because of it.
So no, what had happened was we had been talking about having him. I had been thinking about having him on for, of course, a while. Love Peepaw. He came in and trolled me on one of my streams that I had a couple weeks ago. Fucker, and
he's a troller.
But that's when I know that and I knew this beforehand, but that means that he likes you. You know what I mean? Like, that's when he's trolling you like that. That's when you know he likes you. So but anyway, so I had been wanting.
He thinks you could take it at the very least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I had been, wanting him to have just to talk to him and whatnot. And then when I was talking to him on Friday, not on streaming or anything, but privately, about getting my stream elements fixed, he, we got to talking, and he was like, so I asked him when he wanted to come on because I was thinking initially Wednesday, but he's like, nope, I'm talking to Paige on Wednesday. And I go, oh, okay. So we're going to talk tomorrow about that. But I kind of talked to him a little bit about it this morning when he streamed this morning a little bit. Did you watch the conversation? Did you watch it by any chance?
With Paige?
Mm-hmm.
No. I had no interest. I had a pretty good idea how it was going to go.
Yeah. I mean,
It was either going to be really contentious, like Paige was going to press the gas and ask for a lot of clarification and ask a lot of questions, or it was going to be incredibly cordial.
Oh,
it was going to be incredibly cordial and very friendly, and it was because KHuck is very disarming. He can disarm you very easily because how hard can you go when a guy's being calm?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So he has a way, and I don't know if that's what happened, but I heard it was a very chill interview. I heard it was very calm.
Oh yeah,
very peaceful.
Yeah. No, it was. Truthfully, it was a very good conversation, and I knew that it was going to be good because he had kind of been, he ran into some hiccups with her yesterday when it came to actually her coming on and stuff because she got caught up with other stuff, but eventually she did come on. I'll give her that. And I said that to him this morning that I knew that it was going to be cordial because Peapod doesn't like blood sports unless he absolutely has to. I don't even want to do blood sports unless it, but I've never been in that type of situation. But for future reference, I don't want to be in blood sports or anything like that. I want to avoid that like the plague. But I knew, I told him, but the thing is with Paige is that she kind of shoots from the hip a little bit. She came in hot at him initially, and I was afraid that it was going to turn into a confrontation, but thankfully it didn't, and it all worked out, so it was good. So. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, that's all that I can really say about it. It was a good conversation. There was a little bit of pushback here and there, but other than that, it was all right. No, blood sports is awesome for some people, Abby, not for me. No. Nope. I will fold hardcore. I cannot do it.
Boring. It's boring.
Well, not only that, but I don't like...
It's the same thing over and over. It's boring.
Yeah.
It's either whoever can say the most outrageous thing, whoever can catch the first person in a trip up, or the person who can yell the loudest.
Yeah, I'm not that creative.
It just bores me.
I'm not that creative either. So that's all. Hi, people. Your ears must have been burning.
The peepers in the house.
Clear as Mud Raid. Thank you, Clear as Mud Raid. Thank you. So what's been going on with you? Enough about that. What has been going on with you, good sir? How have you been?
Shit, living life. It's turned 40. Living life. Life has been absolutely insane lately.
I'm not too far behind you.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm an old man. It's been, I don't know, this last 6 months, this entire year has just been something entirely different.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a unbelievable ride. I've had a lot of fun, a lot of balance. I'm feeling really good about myself in a lot of ways, and I'm just having fun. It's just the content has been good. Consistency is not, but we're working on that. And it's just, I'm having fun in the gaming world. I'm having fun on the streams. I'm doing a little bit more research on my own again. There's just a lot of really cool things that are happening. And then on the other side of things, I got a bunch of projects that are in the works right now that are going to be shared shortly that I'm really excited about as well. So
when were you going to reveal those? Do you know?
Very soon. Very soon.
So
that's all. That's all. You see, you got me on the deception train. Now I can't stop. Now we're gonna deceive them all.
So you're not ready to reveal anything just yet. I'm not gonna get a KHuck exclusive.
Well, I'd have to kill you. I'd have to kill you afterwards, and then I have to kill 19 people in the chat. You're asking me to commit a lot of murder here, Cuck. It's a lot of murder, and I'm tired. It's 9:25.
I know.
It's 9:25 on a Thursday.
I know.
19 people.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, I did?
7 people, maybe. 6, 7 people, maybe.
Maybe.
But 19?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can't do 19. maybe when I was 19 and the same night. But nah.
So I kind of, and again, I obviously know from YouTube and stuff like that, and I don't really have a whole lot of prepared questions, because obviously this was a surprise and whatnot. And this is mostly, as I think I told you before, this is mostly just like a conversation between,
Right.
And I love doing this kind of format, not gonna lie, because I am a talker by nature when it actually comes to people that I am comfortable with, or that I know that are friendly, or things of that nature. So this has really been working out for me really, really well. And but
it's the best thing you can do is just talk to people.
Yeah, totally, 100%. And I get to know you better. I actually get to talk to you for once in like months and months and months. So yeah,
See, the loose formats. I'm with you on the loose format, by the way. I mean, that's just it's pretty much what I did with the a live chats with. Yeah, which was my favorite interview style that I did. It's there's scripted portions, but for the most part, the questions and the conversation is designed to bring more conversation.
Right.
If you're doing it right, if you're putting it out there and you're connecting the right way, the conversations naturally go. And most of the times, you'll have ideas where you'll want them to go, but you don't need to put them down. You don't need to make an outline. You just kind of know after a while, And I've been doing this a long fucking time.
You've been doing this for 10 years, is that right?
I've been doing this longer, actually. I've been doing this now since so the first stuff that we were doing was 2012.
Oh wow! So about 11 years.
Yes, I mean, this is I think 11th year total. I've been doing forms of entertainment though since I was a kid. I was always acting. I was a theater kid. I helped create the first daily TV news station at our school at Durango High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout out ZTV. So I always wanted to be an entertainer. In fact, when I was joining the military, I wanted to join the Air Force because I was going to do AFN. I wanted to join the broadcast television unit, essentially. That's what I wanted to do. But Air Force could not guarantee me Germany, which was my top priority. So I ended up choosing the Army. But everything that I've always done has always had some facet of entertainment involved. So it's just kind of who I am. As my mom would have said, I'm a giant fucking ham.
Yeah, I agree. I've been told that too about me. I think that I've been told about when I told my parents that I was going to be doing this streaming stuff, they were just like, "What?" But then they thought about it and they were like, "No, she's perfect for it. No. This is perfect for her to do." And they've been very supportive in that, and so has my husband. He's actually in the chat. That's Hucklebuck, by the way.
What's up, Hucklebuck? What's up, Mr. Cuck? Oh, wait, that has a different connotation when I say that. Oh, wait. Would you like to be called Mr. Cuck? I mean, that would be reserved for Adam 22. But,
No.
Whatever. We don't need the right label.
Well, he is.
How old are you, Cucky?
I will be 36.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
so you're catching up to me.
Yes, I will be 36. Mr. Huck.
You're in my zone. That's my age zone.
Yeah.
We're in the same.
I'm not
age
too much
bracket.
younger than you. Yeah, Mr. Huck he'll be 40 next year.
Hey, what's up, old man?
He'll be turning the big 40 next year. He'll be 30. Yeah, he'll be 39. Him and I are only about like 3 weeks apart, if that. 3 weeks and 3 years.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
No.
I do not think your mouth is correct there,
No,
Missy.
3 years and 3 weeks. Excuse me.
There we go. That sounds more correct.
Yeah. So but we've been married now we just celebrated our 10 year.
Oh, congrats.
Yep. 10 years in June. But I've been with him for like half of my adult life, it seems. I've been with him for like 13 in total, 14 here soon.
Too long to kill him, huh? Nice.
I am stuck.
Nice. Or you're still figuring out what to do with the body.
Well, yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah, he knows it too.
I won't tell. I won't tell on you. It's our secret.
But Baby Huck might have an issue with that though, so we'll see. Because she's the daddy's girl through and through. So
you don't want her to Inigo Montoya you one day. Hello, my name is Amigo Montoya. You kill my father, prepare to die. You
She's
know what?
already getting feisty and already all that with me, and she's only 7. She's 7 going on 17. Okay.
Oh, you got to kick her in the chest. Kick her in the chest now. As soon as my daughter turned 9, I kicked her right in the chest. It was a rite of passage, right in the chest, as hard as I could. Sparta kick, Sparta style, down a stairwell. As a matter of fact, she got to brush it off. Ask for a tobacco chew.
Ask for a tobacco. Oh my God.
I started having concerns for my daughter.
Oh my God. The worst, well, not the worst thing, but the only thing that Baby Huck has ever asked us for was more Pokemon.
There you go. See, now, there you go.
I'll take that over
and
that.
we got to get some cards to that kid. We got to get some freaking cards to that kid. Because I got so many cards right now, and I got stupid friggin' deals on cards. Not to shill on your show, but I got...
Oh, no.
That was one thing I didn't hit earlier. My shop right now is...
Yes.
That
Yes.
has been the biggest change. That, just being in a relationship and stuff, for the first time in a while. Those two have been the biggest life changes for me in the past 6 months, because the job that I'm at, I work at Pawn Nation. It's starting to escalate. I'm taking on a lot more responsibility there, and it's taking up more of my time, and I'm thinking more about what I want to do. I'm streaming from there, which nobody gives a fuck about, but I do it. We're really trying to build something there, and I'm very excited about it. But it takes a lot out of you. But one thing that has allowed me to do is live my friggin' dream, my fantasy of opening infinite amount of Pokemon cards whenever I want.
Yeah.
Because we get them at the shop, and it's better for just opening the motherfuckers. Just open them there. Selling them is fantastic, but I pulled $600-700 cards out of this stack. You know what I mean? Like we've had a lot of really good luck from these cards, and I still have a lot and continue to get more. So, like for example, I sell ETBs, Elite Trainer boxes, which have like between 8 and 10 packs. I sell them for $40.
Wow.
And if you buy more than one, I sell them for $35. You know what I mean? It's like I ain't trying to get rich. We're just trying to get good deals out because I love Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
13 years old, Pokemon came out, changed my life.
I can't believe it's been that long. That is insane to me. Because I remember when it came out, and I was like, what is this? But now I look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually really cool.
See, I was coming. Me and my buddy, Chris Fortuna, we were a couple of, about right around 11 and a half, 12. 1995, the first inklings of the game came out. And we had heard about it because we're what they call in the streets gigantic fucking nerds. And we, oh boy, back then, this kid was Italian from Yonkers, New York, living in Las Vegas. He had no friends, the only friend. I stayed at his house pretty much every weekend for 3 years. Anyway, like we were just gigantic nerds. We just opened up Pokemon cards all the fucking time. We would play all kinds of stupid games growing up. It's just so much fun. But I digress. We knew about the game coming out. We knew something was coming. We didn't know exactly what was coming, but the game shops that we hung out with were fucking excited. Some would say moist. They were amped up. And when this thing came out, it just changed everything. The way the cards looked. And I played other card games. I collected other card games. I'd been around. But there was just something about Pokemon. So me and my buddy Chris Fortuno, every motherfucking weekend we'd start our weekend right after school, go over to George's card shop in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we would sit right down on his counter. We'd buy $20 worth of cards each, right? And we would open them right there.
Oh,
and George was such a nice guy. You want to know how nice of a guy George was, Cuck? He would buy the cards off of us right then and there. But what do kids need money for? What kids really need is more packs.
Right.
So basically what he did, he found a nice tax-free way to turn us into child labor force. Let's go, child labor force! Let's go, child labor force! Let's go!
Now you're giving...
that's what he did.
Now you're giving Mr. Huck ideas.
He turned us into fucking child labor force, and because he was... he was washing the cards. He was rinsing the cards because they were transactions. So it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. But I probably pulled 30 or 40 Charizards.
Wow.
50, maybe 100 Blastoise. I mean, we pulled so many cards there. We didn't have one of them. We didn't have a fuck. We didn't keep one. Sold them all right back for more packs of cards. It was the whole day of entertainment, and most of the time we did walk out of there with some sort of money in our pocket. So he didn't rip us off completely, but make no mistake, that man ate off us. He probably put some kids through college off us.
Right. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah. Well, now let me before I get to there's a couple questions that came into chat, but before I get to that, I do have a question. What is the highest selling card and or pack that you've ever sold?
It's actually recent. I've sold, okay, let me see. I've sold a couple of $500 Michael Jordan cards. I now the Michael Jordan card that I sold was probably the most expensive card that I sold overall. That one I sold for $500 to a buddy. It wasn't graded or anything, but I sold it good in raw condition. But had I had taken that to get graded, it was probably a $12,000 card.
Oh,
but it was early. I didn't have any money into it, and it was a buddy.
Holy
so I didn't want to have it for a year and all that shit. So it was. So I didn't mind.
Right.
But to answer the question completely, it would be about 2 months ago. I pulled the Moonbreon, the alt art Umbreon from Evolving Skies. I pulled that live on the air on Twitch. I sold it the next day on eBay for the shop for $650.
Nice.
That was killer. And a little bit of Pokemon fucking breaking news. If people don't know, it's a really good thing that I did, because if you have a Moonbreon or if you're searching for Moonbreons, do not anymore and get rid of them now, because the value is dropping. Those cards are now starting to sell in the $450 range, and it's going to drop even more, because if you don't know, someone was stealing cards on the assembly line, and a whole bunch of sets were affected, including Evolving Skies, where they stole hundreds of Rayquazes and Umbreons.
Wow.
And found out about it. They ended up getting cocky and posted. So now Pokemon had a decision to make, and they chose reprint the set was the best way to go. It's not for everybody else. Everyone's pissed off about it. I thought it would actually have the opposite effect. And it still might. When these cards actually come out, maybe the originals will kick up in value. You would think they would, but right now, they're not.
Wow. Well, we have a couple of ones that we got for Baby Huck, but I couldn't tell you. Mr. Huck would be able to tell you possibly. We don't know exactly how much they're worth. She just wants to play with them and keep them, and she's wanting to build a deck. That's what she's wanting to do right now.
Here's what we need to do. You need to give me an amount of monies of currency that you want to spend, and I will make you an amazing package.
Oh yes.
I got battle decks. I have pre-built decks. I have bulk for days. I can hook this child up. Just tell me what you want. I would just tell me how much you want to spend. I got packs of cards from all kinds of different sets. I will hook you all up.
Dave, you're the best.
I get crazy rates on cards.
Oh, you're the best. Yes, I appreciate that. I will let you know for sure. We will, Mr. Huck and I will talk, and we'll figure something out. I promise.
Sounds good.
So I do have a couple of questions that just popped into the chat. This one is the first one is from Mr. Huck. He said, Dave, I have a question. What's the neatest, strangest, and best thing or most expensive that you got in the store?
Really, it's jewelry, unfortunately, when it comes to the most expensive thing.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. We sell, we're a pawn shop, so gold is what drives the shop. I've sold some pretty cool pieces of memorabilia that are quite expensive. I've sold some really great albums that have some great value. we sell a lot of very high-end expensive tools, but retro gaming, I've sold some really expensive games. I've gotten some incredible GameCube games in. I got a copy of Pokemon Platinum in. I've gotten some really cool shit. Some comic books. I've gotten a couple books that were just really insane. It's hard to pinpoint because we do so much, because it really just comes down to the gold. I've sold chains that are upwards of $6,000. You know, I've sold 100-gram 14-karat gold chains. And in fact, have you heard the craziest story that I've had from the pawn shop? I can give that story right now. It's still to this day the most incredible experience I've had.
Possibly, but remind me.
So back in November, Jimmy and his daughter were there. Jimmy's the owner of the shop. His daughter is, the daughter.
Yeah.
And they were heading out. This guy had come in, he'd gone out, and he came back in after they had left. Didn't really think anything of it. Big guy, 6'1", I'd say, maybe 6 foot.
Oh, I think I know this story. I think I know it. Yes, continue though. Continue. I think I know it.
We can even find the video somewhere.
Yes. Okay, yes, I know this story. Okay, I knew it. I knew it. Go ahead.
So this guy, he wanted to buy some jewelry, you know, and it seemed like a completely normal sale. He comes over, and he was wearing a mask, and he was wearing his wearing glasses, and he had his hood up. But that's not abnormal for the pawn shop. A lot of people who are still a little germ worrisome, they will still come in that way. So I don't really think anything of it. I'm showing him through things. He has his wife on the phone in a messenger call, in like a face chat. So everything seemed completely up and up.
Yeah.
We're there for like 20 minutes. You know, we're talking, chopping it up, going back and forth, showing him multiple pieces. He's handled multiple pieces of gold, including the most expensive piece in the case, which was a 14-karat gold, 100-gram chain necklace that had a value of over $3,000 in scrap. In scrap value, it was $3,000. It was probably a $15,000 to $20,000 piece on the good retail side.
Whoo!
Big boy piece, and it was a huge beefy piece. I think I even took pictures of it back to show just how big this fucker was.
Right.
So he puts it on a few times, takes it off, and eventually he decides he's gonna buy it. He's like, "You take card?" I'm like, "Absolutely." It was a $3,000 sale. So he gives me the card. Well, he puts the card on the table, right? I say, "You want a box?" He said, "Yeah." I put a box on the table. He asked if I can get him a different box. So I go back to my knee, and when I do, he says, "Thanks, sucker," because he had the necklace on. He was showing his wife on a fucking face chat, and he takes off and he bolts, and he says, "Thanks, sucker." And I am disabled. I got hurt in Iraq. I'm hurt.
Right.
I was bedridden. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. If you want to get into that, we absolutely can. But I got hurt, and I am still getting used to not being 500 pounds.
Right.
I'm still getting used to
I
not
still
being
can't
4,
believe that.
3.
That is
It's
insane.
crazy, right?
That is insane to me.
But with my nerve damage and how much I used to be, I never thought that I could really do anything. But I am U.S. militarily trained, and I have trained in martial arts and wrestling and boxing and lots of other disciplines my entire life. I'm not really the one, you know? So, but I don't know that about myself anymore because I am fairly fucking disabled. But something came alive when this dude ran on me, and I just sprang up in a way that I didn't think I could. And he was a bigger guy, and luckily he tripped himself a little bit on the front stage, and I caught up to him in moments and put him through the fucking door, put him in a goddamn like anaconda vice outside the store up against the wall. I'm screaming at him. I'm fucking all adrenaline up. He's like, "You got me, man. You got me. Let me go. I'm going to break your motherfucking collarbone." Like, I was going nuts. I was going to kill this guy with something.
Right. I remember hearing that story. I remember that.
Maybe run. I don't like to run. I'm a slow land moving creature. I ain't trying to run.
Right.
So I take the necklace off him and I push him away from me. I was very stupid in doing this. It was a dumb move that I did not have any control in.
Well, yeah.
He could have stabbed the living fuck out of me. I had him in a great hold, but he had an arm free and pockets. He could have stabbed.
Oh
the
yeah.
fuck out.
Oh yeah. 100%. Oh yeah. Oh God, you were so lucky that did not happen. Oh yeah. I remember when you told that
I would
story.
never
I
do
remember
it.
that. Yeah. Mm.
It was crazy. I would never choose to do. But the funny thing is that I did kind of. I joined the military and shit. But I also joined the military at a time of peace. I joined the military fucking July 9th, 2001.
Wow. I was 13.
I graduated high school June 1st, and I left for basic in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, July 9th, 2001.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God.
Yep. I was in basic training like week 6, week 7 when the towers fell.
Real? Oh, that's right. I think you did say that. Yeah, because you did a live stream when was this? A couple months ago about your military
Yes.
stories and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah. And I think that that's part of the reason, well, you are lovely no matter what. But
Aw. Oh, thank you very much.
well, yes, you're welcome. Because I think because I respect, because I talked to do you know who Murdoch is by any chance? The cowboy I'm trying, anime cowboy guy Murdoch. Do you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. He was on when Whammy Recording was still on, which R.I.P. They he
You didn't even ask what happened to that. I'm gonna ask you what happened to that later. We're gonna get awkward. Did you guys fight?
What?
Did you guys claw each other to pieces? You still friends? You hate each other? What's up?
No, Whammy Recording still gets along. They still talk to each other. I think they do anyway. Like, Purple can confirm, she's in the chat. But no, what was I gonna say? But one of the reasons why I also like you too is because of, you know, you being in the military. And I told Murdoch this, and that's why I love Murdoch. Murdoch is the best. If you ever get a chance to talk to him, you two would get along so flippin' well. Like, legit. He was amazing to have on, and I love him to death. But hearing military stories, because I have military in my family, I love hearing military stories like that. Now, there are some times, unfortunately, where there are some people who do not have the best military experience, and that's really sad, and I get it. Not everybody's gonna have a great experience, but when I hear that how would you describe your time in the military? Did you like it?
I had a weird one. I had a very strange military experience that most people in the military simply don't have. I was hurt a lot early. I left early from my home. Vegas had weird laws going on at the time. 5 days before I turned 16, they changed the driving age, so I never got my license there. Right, so I long story short, I never got my license. So I never drove in the military. Which, if you've ever been in the military, driving is a very, very, very big fucking part of being in the military.
Yeah,
you drive
yeah.
a lot in the military. So when you don't drive, it can be a blessing, and I avoided a lot of bullshit because of it. But I also, because of it, I got voluntold for every other detail. I got put in. We did the math one day. I got over like $3 or $4 million worth of government training in me, past just basic and AIT. The classes and schools that they put me in when I was in were fucking unbelievable. And my entire time was in Germany, except for my tours in Iraq. But Iraq is when, also in 2003, when I got hurt, is when everything changed. So life started getting more difficult then. And then in 2007, when I went back, it really changed, because that's when my body went to shit and I stopped moving, and the nerve damage really took control. I can't believe it's been that long.
Wow.
I just paused myself for a moment. But it was then those last 3 years until I was medically retired in February of 2010, they just put me in bed. I didn't come to work after my spinal cord stimulator was implanted in October of 2008. I didn't come to work again, so, and they just medically retired me. In fact, they made me a sergeant on my last day in the Army.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I remember you
Voted me
saying that. Yeah.
and they
Oh,
put me out
wow.
as an E5 after 9 years of struggling with my body and my weight. And but I mean, like, I had a great career. I loved my job. I
Mhm.
hated a lot of people because I tend to always hate a lot of people. People, people. I love people so much, but I end up
You
hating people
do. I know,
because
right? I'm the same
people
way.
are so broken. People are
Yeah.
so fucking, and I'm broken. We're all fucking broken. So I love everybody, and I love being around people, and I
Yeah,
love
same.
hearing them talk. But then at the same time, I also like to kill everybody.
Yeah,
It's a
same.
great
Yeah.
it's a great balance. It's like,
Yeah.
oh wow, you'd be better
I
dead.
wasn't ever like
Uh,
that before, and then life hit me, and I was like, "Fuck, dude."
you start to get that. But no, I mean, I really loved my time in the military. I felt like I had purpose. And that's probably what led to my bedridden stay being longer than it probably should have been.
Hmm.
Is because I lost all purpose. I lost who I was. I didn't know who I was. I was a kid.
Right,
I left.
right.
I left at 18 years old. I left Vegas
That's
by
crazy.
proxy of Chicago. I was always in movement. My mom was chaotic. I
Yeah,
didn't have
yeah.
a father growing up. I just had a lot of chaos and a lot of change, and in a very short period of time. And then my entire military career was fucking insane.
Hmm.
And then I get put out in an insane manner, and I get everything taken away from me at 25 years old, and it's I got a kid, I got all these responsibilities. It was just a really difficult thing, and I
Right.
really lost myself. And that's and not to be dramatic about it, but that's what led me to ultimately going back to my passions of
Hmm.
writing
Hmm.
and creating. I wrote a book before I started podcasting. I started as a blog. I wrote a book. uh,
Yes, I remember you telling me that. Yes, or you saying that before. Yes, I remember that. Hmm.
yeah, Abby, baby, I taught you how to be a man. I put you in camel clutch and make you humble. Yeah, it was important because sometimes you got to go back to who you are. When you lose yourself and you lose everything, you got to go back to the basics. Basic functions. Feed all of the human necessities, keep them fed, let your body do what it's supposed to do. Because
Yes.
ultimately, whether it's mentally or physically, your body, if it's running normally, wants to heal. That's why it causes you distress. It's why it causes you pain. It's alerting you of a problem, whether it
Yes.
be
Yes.
not dealing with something mentally or there's an infection. Your body is always going to fucking let you know.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you start listening to it
Mm.
after a fucking time.
Can attest to that. Yes, especially after what happened. Well, something. Not to get too morbid, I don't know if you heard this or
Oh
not.
yeah, I love morbid. Let's go.
Well, well, I just to preface this, most of the people already know this, and I've been very open about this, even though some people have told me, "Why are you being open about it?" Well, guess what? Because I can. That's why.
There you go.
Um, I so last in 2021, I had cancer. I got diagnosed with cancer.
What
Um,
type?
it was ovarian. It was a type of ovarian cancer. It was a
Let's get
very
fucking morbid, folks. All right.
it was a very weird form of it that is
How bad?
thankfully it wasn't bad. I didn't need to get chemo or anything like that. It was actually very treatable. Thankfully for that. To treat it though, I had to have a full hysterectomy.
I was
Yeah,
I
and
was gonna ask if
yeah,
they had to go in there.
yep. So I had to, and that was in
You got thrust through the change and everything. You
Yep.
got put through all of it, huh?
Yep, going through it now. Yep, it's been a
How
year.
you doing there, huh? You know what? I don't even know you, but I'm gonna give you a hug one day. We're gonna share a
Aw.
beer and hug. I know what you went through.
Hell
I
yeah.
fucking know it. I watched fucking All in the Family. I know that.
Well, no, and I'm truthfully, and I've said this before, and I will keep saying it. It was the best thing and blessing in disguise, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't explain it because it taught me to not only be to make me more aware of what my body was going through, and I've said this before. I didn't have any warning signs as to what anything was besides when I was on my cycle and all that. That's when I kind of had an inkling that something was wrong. But I didn't really quite know until I got checked out. Really? And that was in 2021. I got that had 2 cysts on both of my ovaries. And then they removed them in April of that year. In May of the next year, in May 2022, on of all days, Star Wars Day, I had...
I made the 4th be with you.
Exactly. That's when I had the full hysterectomy. And I'll tell you what...
Oh, shit! Wait! There's a way to look at this, Cuck.
What?
They probably used lasers, which means if you look at it from a certain perspective, they cut you open with lightsabers.
Oh my
on
God.
Star Wars Day. Probably red ones, possibly Sith-like. I'm just saying, if you want to look at it a certain way.
Oh my God, Dave! I never thought of it that way.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
good
it.
time.
See, a year ago, I would have not laughed at that. But you know what? I'm laughing about it now.
I'm glad that you laughed at it. I'm glad that was not too far.
Oh, no.
There are respectful hysterectomy jokes that can be made. I can find the line.
Yes, no, you can, dude. I'm like, I truthfully, for the most part, I'm an open book when it comes to, different things like that. I can laugh about it now. Now, like I said, a year or 2 ago, that would have not been the case. But
You know me well enough by now. You've heard me say this enough times. I don't think there's anything that cannot be not solved, but alleviated slightly with a laugh.
True.
I laughed when my mom died.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had a chuckle that day. I farted on the ground. I was laying on the sitting on the ground in a heap of fucking tears. This was 3 years ago. It just lost. And don't ask why, but I had my underwear off. And I was on the ground, and I...
Dave, you can't say that without any context. You can't...
Well, I was crying and sweating as I took off all my fucking clothes, and I just was sitting there in a heap.
Wait, hold on. You were naked during this?
Yeah, I was naked. Because I was going to go take a shower. It's not as weird as I'm
Oh, okay. Well, you got to add that in there that you were taking a
I was upset.
You got to add that in there.
I was upset, and the floor was cold. My mom died. Let's keep that in context.
True.
So, no, it's fine. I'm laughing about it now. I'm sitting there on the floor, and I rip probably one of the wettest, nastiest, loudest farts. One of those farts that reverb off the fucking floor. Like, I bounced my balls off the ground on that day with this fart. It was prolific, and I know my mom would have laughed. And in that moment, I laughed. I laughed, and it brought me a moment of levity because I immediately thought of my mother. And because my mom was a lot of things, but her laughter was probably the thing that I'll miss most.
Yeah.
It was very similar to mine. I loved making that fucking idiot laugh.
Yeah.
So it was.
It's just one of those things.
It was a good moment.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where the littlest things like that seem so little to some people. It's the funniest thing or the greatest thing to you that happens. I get it. I've been through, I went through that. We also went through that. My father-in-law passed away in 2020. That man. Oh my God, that man. He had the most insane stories on the planet Earth. Like, that man made my head hurt and then made me laugh and cry all at the same time. But I swear he messed with us after he passed away. I swear to God he did. He still does.
I'm with you. See, I'm glad you said that, because now I won't sound as crazy when I tell you this. I believe that when I got my cat, which I got my cat a little bit after my mom died, I think that part of my mom's in her. But here's where it gets weird. I think part of my mom is in my cat, who is male, but I also think somehow one of my audience members, who is also still alive, who's become one of my best friends, fake ass twat, somehow his aura is also in my cat. So, It's a weird combination.
Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali.
I have a half gay, half old mother cat. It's male cat. That's what I have.
How old is Ollie?
Ollie is got to be right around 3. I got him a couple years ago. Coming up, yeah, he's a little older than 3 now because he was found as a kitten outside with his 2 siblings.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was probably 6 weeks old when he was found. I got him when he was a few months old. He was found outside with his 2 siblings buried in the fucking snow. And
oh man.
Yeah, he was laying on top of his 2 siblings. He saved them. And he got a lot of bad frostbite. He was the only cat, and there was 12 cats in the house at the time. He was the only cat who came out and visited me, so I took that motherfucker home. He is Lord Ollie, hit in the face, first of his meow.
He's so sweet. We love seeing Ollie whenever he comes into the chat, or on your camera, I should say. We love seeing Ollie. We're all about cats and dogs and whatnot. If I had a camera, which I am debating on getting, I don't know if any of y'all. I'm debating on that.
You gotta see that face.
No.
Feel that face. You gotta connect.
I will break the camera.
See your eyes.
I will.
No. My ugly ass is on camera. You could be on camera. My God, I am the reason why people punch through fucking windows.
Oh,
I
hush.
am the reason why glass shatters.
Whatever.
You ever hear Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes.
That's me looking at a mirror right before he goes out. He gave me $10 every time.
Oh, whatever.
It was awesome. He said, "Look at this mirror, you stupid bastard. Get over here, kid. I'll put the 316 on your ass. Here's 1 bear, 2 bear, 3 bear. What? You stupid bastard." And which is actually appropriate because I am a bastard. My mom never married my father, but they're both.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. I am a bastard.
Oh, see, I know how lucky. Well, not that matters, and it is what it is. But I have both of my parents, and so I have. But there's a unique situation with the both of them. So what had happened was, I still have both of my parents. They divorced in. When did they divorce? In like 2003, 2002, I think. And they had been married for about close to 18 years at that point, I think. And then they got divorced for about a year or 2, and then they got remarried.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
I think that's an Alec Baldwin movie.
Yeah.
Is that The Marrying Man? Is that what
Yeah. Yeah. They got divorced in 2001, 2002. Shortly after we moved from one part of St. Louis to the other. Yes, I'm from St. Louis.
Together?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't count the divorce, as my mother likes to put it. So technically they have been together for 38 years.
Wow. This might be morbid for you because you are their child, but if you had to guess which one of your parents will kill the other one first, who would you pick?
My mom killed my dad. 100%.
Okay, nice. All right, that was a quick answer too.
Yep.
Daddy should watch out.
100%.
Sleep with one eye open.
100%. That's the thing. I am my father's child, so I am obnoxious and I am like crazy. But I also have 2 other siblings. I have 2 sisters. I'm the middle. But
oh yeah. Hello there, Jan.
Yeah, I'm the middle.
Mm-hmm. Marsha.
Yep, I is the middle.
I swear to God, I don't know if people know this, but there was a storyline in the Brady Bunch they were gonna do in the last season where Jan finally stopped obsessing over Marsha and decided it was time to kill that little fucking girl.
No,
Cindy had to die. Yeah. It's a little known made up fact by me.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I was gonna say, wait a minute.
What is this? It's just a little known fact I made up.
You're funny. But I never really watched the Brady Bunch. I did off and on as a kid, but the Brady Bunch movies are the best.
They're amazing. And listen, I'll take it a step farther. Anybody who doesn't like the Brady Bunch movies, I may have problems with.
Right?
Because they're both fucking great. And the only reason why people shied away from those movies is because I ain't gonna watch the Brady Bunch movie.
Right.
These movies were so fucking funny.
Oh my God. They were the best. They
They
were
were so out of pocket. Those two fucking flicks were so wildly inappropriate and out of pocket. At every turn, they were outlandishly funny.
Oh hell yeah, they
Funnier
were.
than they had any fucking right to be. Those movies worked. Both of them are great.
Oh, 100%. Yes, those movies. See, I had never really, I didn't know what they were going to be about. And I kind of watched them as kids. Like I don't know when they came out, but they came around the time that I was like getting to be a teenager, I think maybe. And, when did they come out in like 96, 97, something like that maybe?
Yeah, and they came out pretty bang bang. Like,
Okay.
For some reason, they just knew they were gonna make two movies back to back.
Okay, I thought so because I was like 10 going on 11 when those come out then. Okay. So,
Brady Bunch.
yeah, I was going to look that up. Thank you. And then I have
I got you there. 95. Yeah, they came out in 95, 96.
Okay. So I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10 years old. And
And by the way, real quick, those movies were fucking loaded.
Oh,
Those movies were absolutely
Oh my
goddamn
God,
loaded.
yeah, they were.
I mean, like Shelley Long, Gary Cole, fucking, you had Florence Henderson make ever the original cast, obviously.
Oh, those
But Christine
movies.
Taylor, they were just so. It was great.
Those movies are amazing. Both of them are. Both the first and the sequel, a very Brady sequel. Oh my God, those are
I rewatched it during the pandemic. I rewatched it during COVID, and I just completely fucking forgot that RuPaul was in the first movie. and RuPaul's got such a great
Yep.
role.
Oh my
God, it's just so good, so good.
You can't make those movies today, and that makes me so sad.
They went so. You know what? I don't know if that's true. I don't know
Really?
if that's true. Yes, because a movie just has changed my mind a little bit about that. There's a movie that recently came out called The Blackening. And I would highly recommend anybody who loves satirical comedy, anybody who loves fucking cultural comedy, people who like horror movies and are not afraid to laugh, go watch this movie.
The Blackening?
The
Okay.
Blackening.
Okay.
It did very well for a horror movie. Very quiet. Had a $5 million budget. Made $18 million in theater on a very, very limited budget or a very limited run. It got really decent reviews. It has one of the fucking wildest trailers. You would not think this movie could be fucking made today. And let alone that, you wouldn't think that you'd be able to watch it in fucking just in company. But you can. It's just something about it works. It's written right. It's toned right. Everything about it. It just shows that really offensive. And let me tell you, there is some offensive fucking shit. I'm white. And this shit, there is some stuff that you could clearly take offense if you want to. Anybody can.
Right.
Not as a white person. I just say, but it's fucking amazingly funny.
Okay.
It got incredible reception. And it's so you can do it. It can be done. I think to a point, I'm an example of that. I get away with a lot. I could say pretty out of pocket shit. I can go pretty crazy at times, but I walk a line because people know me by this point. You know, I don't go after people. I don't grandstand. I don't make things about myself. So people know when I'm making a joke, I'm making a joke.
Right.
I think that's where people lose themselves, whether it's in movies or it's in podcasting, when they start taking themselves too seriously or not holding themselves to the same standard of their own comedy. And while they want to hold everybody else, people just will tone out. And I just don't do that. When I cover stories, we laugh. I try my very best not to judge. I may tell you what the fuck I would do in those situations because I'm a goddamn selfish person and I can't help but put myself in any given situation because I can only live my experiences, not yours.
Right.
But that's just kind of that's what I do. But other than that, it just you can't tell people how to fucking live.
No, I agree.
And get away with your comedy. You're just not gonna.
100%. No, I totally 100% agree. And that's kind of like what I don't know if you had seen it or not. I hope you see it here soon after this. That's kind of like what D-Max and I were talking about. I had D-Max on too. Lucky enough to get Mr. D-Max. And
Very talented guy. Very talented guy.
that's kind of like what him and I were kind of briefly talking about and touching upon too on my stream was, just the taking yourself too seriously, being able to speak what's on your mind and the different things that have came up when you do speak your mind and the repercussions behind it and what can happen with that kind of stuff. It's just, yeah, that's why with this, and I'll get to a couple questions that came up here. I'll get to them in a minute. I promise. I'm looking at chat. I see the questions. I promise.
Ultimately, you choose what power you give to these people. You know what I mean? you choose what power you give to allegations. You give power to any type of criticism.
Yep.
I think we just saw this on Tommy's show the other day.
Thank you. I was going to talk to you about that. Thank you. I was going to talk to you about that here too.
You want to talk about, I mean, that's a crazy situation where you had a bad reaction that spawned an interesting reaction that spawned a spurg reaction. It's really weird how that happens, but it just goes to show that it really doesn't always matter what you do. It's how you react.
I was going to bring up Tommy to you because I know how Tommy, I know that you have a very, very close relation, or I don't know, how close would you say you and Tommy are real quick before I get to the questions?
We don't talk as much as we used to. This last year, I have been the busiest I've ever been. I haven't been able to make Shot from the Point consistently, so I told him that a while ago. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to. I've been trying to find another day. He's since gone away from Sundays, which is fine because I was never going to be able to make another Sunday anyway. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping to be able to at some point. It's just I've never been this busy outside of the Army.
Right.
He's still in Germany. Now I'm over here. When I was in Germany, it was different. We were on a lot of the reason why we probably worked together in the early days is just because of the shared interest and that we shared time zone. Mm-hmm. That was a big thing. And now we don't. And Tommy has built a great team around him. He's got a great cast. Honestly, pound for pound on YouTube, person for person, I don't know if there's a better team all around when it comes to security, story acquisition, research, just like overall on the whole, I'm not sure there is a better overall team than the Shot from the Point crew.
Well, he's got Daddy Matt. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Right. I mean, and he's always done a good job of having people around him.
Yeah, that's true. And try to rein him in. Poor Matt on that stream.
That's one way. I learned a lot from the early days there, and my days in the Joe Queen show. Probably the thing, and honestly, it all turned into one of my catchphrases, one of my sayings: "If you don't have talent, have talented friends." Which everyone always thinks is really self-deprecating, but it's not. It's actually quite the opposite. I just one of those people who kind of identifies something that's wrong, even if it's with myself, and I accept it and I figure out how to get better.
Yeah, same.
And the best way to do that is surround yourself with people that are strong in the areas that you're weak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good chance that you're going to be strong in areas that they're weak, and more than likely you're all going to get better because of your shared interest and ability to work together.
100%.
So, that's just kind of the person that I've always been.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. I totally 100% agree. I am not, again, I've only been doing this for, a little over 2 months, give or take? So I'm not, I know it's...
You're a natural kid.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're a Midwestern gal, so you can speak.
True.
Like well, I said that very nicely, but as a Midwestern boy born in Chicago, I can say this: you're a Midwestern gal, so you don't shut the fuck up. It's just the reality of Midwestern gals.
True, especially if they're from Missouri. Oh my God.
Yeah, no misery.
We don't shut the hell up.
What else can you do? What else can you do? It's fucking misery. What else can
exactly. You Thank you. Not a lot of people know that it's Missouri.
Fucking misery. Shout out to Jeff Huffman.
Yes. I'll ask you. Oh God, I have so many different questions I have now built up. But let me get to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let,
I'm having a great time.
let me get to the chat questions real quick. There was one in here from Mr. Pigeon. That was from earlier.
I got a question for Mr. Pigeon and the entire chat. You guys got your ganja out? Because I'm about to take my first rip of the fucking night. I'm ready to get fucking Liddy City up in this community.
Let's go! Let's go!
Get your pieces out. Pull your pieces out, and I don't mean out of your pants. Get your goddamn glass out and get a lighter. Let's go. Please continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm getting. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. This is sorry, Pidgey. You know how much you know how my talks go a little bit, so I apologize for this, but thank you for being patient. His question was, you talked about being a massive wrestling fan earlier in the stream, so I was curious, who is your favorite current wrestler?
Ooh, currently, I'm a big Shinsuke Nakamura guy. I love Shin. I've been a big fan of his since his Japan days. Seth Rollins is absolutely incredible. Heat-wise, Dominic Mysterio has become one of the funnest, weirdest acts in all of wrestling. I love what Brock Lesnar's been doing. So, I mean, like, that's where I am currently. I don't really watch the AEW product, although I do watch. I watch a lot of the Japanese stuff. You know, I'm a big Kota Ibushi guy. I love Okada. So there's a lot of guys like that I'm big fans of. But yeah, right now, my money, AJ Styles. You know, I'll always put some money on my boy AJ.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone in that realm. Carmelo Hayes is doing amazing work. So there's a lot. Wes Lee is fucking killing it down there. He just lost the title to Dominic Mysterio. He's been doing a lot of good stuff. Fuck MJF, fake ass SWAT, and fuck you too. So yeah, all that. Big fans. Historically, just go ahead and give a natural follow up. My two favorite wrestlers of all time are the Boy with a tear in my eye.
I was waiting for it. Oh yeah, I was waiting for that. Yeah. Or Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time is Macho Man, but the other one is Shawn Michaels. But if you want to go down to the madness, all you gotta do is ask, and we'll snap into the madness anytime you want.
Yes.
Now let me tell you something there, Cook. You think that you know the madness, but the reality is you've only begun to scratch the surface of what the madness is. Yeah. Have you snapped into it? Do you know what it is? Let me tell you, freak out. Yeah.
Yes.
I love my Macho Man. I love my Macho.
I was gonna get you to do the impression. I was gonna do it. So in one way or another, I was gonna do it because I love it.
I quietly have built up a nice arsenal of voices that I didn't realize how many I've been able to gain control of.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a lot as a kid. I stopped. I didn't have very supportive partners when it came to that in the early days.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped for a long time. But now, you know, I have I got a lot of great people in my life that support me and want me to really go after some of the things, even at 40, that I've always wanted to pursue. So now I'm just in a place where I'm constantly trying to improve and get better and do things that scare me and take me out of my comfort zone. And I've been really working on my voices. And I've got a nice little stable of voices. I'm really working on my Ultimate Warrior. That's my new favorite one to do because you could just be as unhinged as you can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. It's amazing. Like, I'm gonna start doing TikToks because, like, if you've never heard an Ultimate Warrior promo,
you should
have to go listen to an Ultimate Warrior promo because they're fucking unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
He just starts it just basically starts going. There is a day in every man's life when you must come to the eyes of justice. And sometimes you must walk to the mountains of Olympus and bite into the apple of destiny. And that is where you find the true power of the warrior spirit. It was snort, and it was always fucking weird. And he was great, but he was so
my
unhinged.
God,
You
I'm
could say,
dying.
I took the wings of a falcon and I shoved them up the nose of a Smurf.
I'm dying.
It was great. It was great. So I mean, that's the one that I'm really, really happy with. So it's fun.
Oh, you're too funny. I love it. I love it. I love every minute of this. I love it. You
I'm
may
glad you're enjoying.
you
I'm
may
glad
think
somebody liked it.
you may think that this is cringe, or you personally may think that this is cringe. I am like taking all of this in, like, oh my God, I love Dave so much. I love Dave even more.
Oh, like so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So this is another question that I got from Medley Sage of Winds. And yes,
That's quite the fucking mouthful right there. Huh?
yes, that is a Zelda reference, by the way.
No, wow. Dork.
Yeah,
you dork.
Yeah,
Who's
we
dork?
we found that, or D-Max and I figured that out the other night. I'm like, God dang it, why didn't I think or realize that before? But she asked, does Dave do any appraisal of items on streams? I think you do, right? On your Twitch, yeah.
I mean, absolutely. If you send me videos of something or really good pictures, yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that. That would be a fantastic thing to add because I'm really trying to add more content. So I think I have discovered something that not a lot of people are doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter Live. I don't
Oh,
see a ton
yeah.
of people doing because I don't think anyone knows it exists. It's kind of hidden in your cell phone. On the desktop app, or on the desktop rather, which nobody uses anyway. If you want to like use it through OBS, it's a little bit of a doing to get the stream key.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it, but you kind of have to go into the code to get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a beat, but it's doable. But on your phone, if you just click on your camera and swipe to the right, you add in a title and you're live. On
Really?
camera, not audio. Yeah. It blew my mind. I found this out 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Just
Oh,
randomly, yes, I saw a live button when I was looking on Twitter on my phone, and I was like, what does that do? That doesn't mean go live now, does it?
What does
I
that
pressed it, and
do?
then, oh, well, you look at that. We've been going live. Oh, my goodness. It was crazy. And nobody watches, but I think that properly, if you get in on the ground floor of it, I'm going to start doing some actual shows there because I think I can draw a little bit if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you get on the ground floor, Elon is going to make this worth some people's while. Some people are going to make money off this. So that's why I've been pushing the Pokemon cards there because I think that's a really good niche.
Yes, I agree. No, 100%. I think also truthfully, and I, kind of dealt with that before, was that, or kind of not dealt with it, but kind of touched upon this too, was that Pokemon will never die. Never die. No. Pokemon will never ever die. There will always be somebody, a group of people, no matter what, that will always be drawn to Pokemon all day, every day. I have friends.
Japan has too much planned out for it
Exactly.
to die. Japan is so far ahead of us.
Yeah, I have friends who during the pandemic, right? My IRL friends, my best friends who I've known for 20 plus years, okay? Which is hard to believe, I know, but it's true. I've known for 20 plus years that we're playing Pokemon Go in the middle of the park, okay? During the day, because they couldn't, well, some of them did work, but some of them couldn't because obviously everything was shut down. But that we're literally in the middle of a park with a group of kids, 30 years old, okay? 33, 34 years old, sitting out there in the middle of the park chasing after their phones with Pokemon Go. What does that tell you?
One of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they loved it. They loved every minute of it.
Squanch in the chat said Twitter Live is no chat feed. Yeah, it does. People chat. Purple Paw Princess has chatted with me in there. Yeah, it does.
Really?
Yeah, it has a chat feed. You can chat in there.
Oh.
You absolutely can chat in there. Because people have. Not everybody does, though. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think everybody knows that you can. I don't think everybody knows what to do with it yet.
Oh,
but
yeah, true.
You can. In fact, when you're in there and I think if you're following me and you come in there and you like just click in the chat, your icon pops up in the bottom of the screen. So I can see that you're there and I can see when you're typing and all kinds of stuff. It's actually pretty neat if people actually fucking use it. I'll tell you what, after this, I'll fire up a quick live on Twitter or Twitch rather, and we'll just see if you guys can see it and interact. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll do that after the end of this. How about that?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's test that out then. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It might be mobile only, Squanch. I can only go live on mobile. You can get the stream key and go live through OBS on your computer, but it's a bitch to get.
Yeah. Well, I
I think pretty much mobile only.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll try it. Well, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that after the stream. Yeah,
I'm gonna go live on Twitter right after this, and I'm just gonna bullshit for a few minutes, and let's see if people can. Hell, I can fire it up down. It doesn't really fucking matter. I can fire it up anytime, and people can see if they can chat. Because I do want to know if people can chat. Now that I think about it,
yeah.
Piva chatted with me the other day. Purple Paw Prince chatted with me. I think Fakes chatted with me a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So you can definitely chat.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that and see if I can do that too at some point. So, what was the other question that they had? Also, does he have knowledge on antique/vintage purses? That was the second part of the question.
So I'm a really good researcher. We deal with everything at the shop, and I've become a pretty good judger of things. Now, when it comes to authenticity, can become a little trickier. But I am surrounded in my area by experts, especially in the fashion. And if it's bag, I can really tell you because I do have some people who just know vintage and high-end bags. So I can pretty much do anything. I have my bang zones, which is obviously the geek, the collectibles, the memorabilia, the sports, the video games. I'm also really good with antiques in general. I just kind of know them. I've been around them my whole life. So yeah, if I don't know, I can Google with the best of them.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And most importantly, I know where to find valuations. I know where to find up to date and what's selling and what the numbers are. That's what I know how to do the best.
Gotcha. So I have a question from Miss Darkness for you. If they are still here, I hope that you're still here. I'm sorry if you're not. Was there? Oh yeah, here we go. Was there any items that you had wished that you had gotten early in your collection that you regret that you didn't get sooner?
I don't really have a collection. I don't collect anymore. I sell stuff, so it's hard. I wish I had a lot of Pokemon cards. I pretty much wish I had all the stuff that I had growing up. I grew up in the 80s. I had a crazy toy collection. So right now it's fun because I'm able to re-experience all that. I'm getting in toys that I had when I was a kid. Somebody brought in a My Pet Monster. That was fucking awesome. With the chains unbroken. That was
really
yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was cool. That was really cool. Shoes have become a big ticket item for me. I forgot to mention that earlier when big ticket items. I've handled $3,000-$4,000 shoes recently. So I've been organizing some big deals of shoes that have got like thousands of dollars worth of value. So that's been a lot of fun too. That's been pretty cool.
So and then one more, and then we'll get to Spectre's question. This is from Pigeon Salad. Pidgey is the best. He's a Giga Chad.
Fantastic name.
I know, right? He is, yeah.
Favorite pigeon, Norm Macdonald from Mike Tyson Mystery.
Let's see here. Where did it go? I just had it.
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Oh man, I pulled a Tommy C and let it go.
Nice. Let it go.
What did you think? That? Oh my god, I have had that on repeat since
I don't know how to feel about it. I
love it.
Funny, it's great, but there's also I'm very disturbed.
Oh, have you heard?
Disturbed.
Have you heard the John Swan one with Dream?
I saw him. Yeah.
Those are the best.
Oh my god.
Those are the best.
But I don't know. It's like Jesus. I do not like AI. I don't like it.
See, I got mixed feelings about it, right? Because
I like it. It scares me.
Yeah, it's I have mixed feelings about it to to a certain degree because
Find that pigeon's question, lady.
All right,
Find
fine.
that poor pigeon's
Fine.
question. That poor pigeon.
You brought it
needs
up.
That question. I'm just saying. Find that poor pigeon's question.
Fine.
Multitask. You're every woman. It's all in you. Anything you want, that baby. Go ahead. You got that.
Gosh, dang it. Oh, I found it. Davis.
There you go. You just need a little motivation.
You know what? Dave, is there any ridiculous moment that you remember the most during your time in the military?
Oh wow. Yeah. I got a few. Like I said, I had a crazy career. I did a lot of things. I have done some virtual missions that were insane. I got to blow up a truck in Iraq with a 203 grenade launcher. That was pretty cool. That was with the British Guard. I humped a goat in Iraq. That was pretty
Excuse
cool.
me,
I mean, I
what?
had my pants on. Yeah, baby goat was walking around. I had a phase where I liked to hump things. Just pick stuff up and hump it. If you bent over in front of me, you'd probably get humped. It was a phase.
Hold on.
I got a great picture where I humped a fellow soldier. That was great.
You dry humped a goat?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? Is that bad?
Just want to make sure I heard that right.
Just want to make sure it's not bad. I'm going to tell that joke until it lands.
Oh my god. Boom, boom, shh.
I walked into a room that had about 10 kilos of cocaine.
Ooh. Ooh.
I saw I saw a puddle of mud twice, once in Iraq.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean there's so many. There's really I'm forgetting one that was at the top of my list. I went to all the other ones and one just completely fucking went out of my head. But yeah, there was a lot. I had a lot of fun times. Oh, probably my favorite 2 days before I got hurt. I went to Tribute to the Troops 2007.
Mm-hmm.
This was in Tikrit, Iraq. This is the WWE's big yearly Christmas show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got right up in front because I went and staked out with all my friends. And we all had our weapons too. It was fucking crazy to be able to like shoot a wrestler if you wanted to. It was fucking nuts. So it was we're in Iraq. We got live ammo. They're brave motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
They better not suck that day. Don't botch.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a great show. I mean, Jericho was there, JBL was there, Big Show was there, Rey Mysterio was there, Mark Henry was there, DX was there, John Cena was there. It was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show. It was absolutely incredible. So Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time, and he came out and he threw his shirt, which was a towel shirt, into the audience, and I caught it. And a fellow soldier caught it after me and tried to grab it out of my hand and wrapped it around another soldier in the process.
Oh.
So I had already had a pretty good day. I had already caught a whole bunch of stuff. This guy didn't. I get it.
Right.
But I told him, I will fucking end you, bro. I'm bigger than you, and I will use it in this instance. I will give you 3 shirts and 2 DVDs if you just let this shirt go. Because if you don't, I promise this is going to end poorly for you. And he's done hand-to-hand with me, so he knew I was not lying. So
wow.
Yeah, he dropped the fucking shirt.
Well, yeah, I hope so after that.
It wasn't smart. Unfortunately, I'm a little crazy, and I caught that. If I didn't catch the shirt,
Mm-hmm.
I would have let it go. But I fucking caught the shirt. Everybody said it and saw it and knew it. He tried to snatch it after the fact. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Right. No, yeah. I 100% no. That's your shirt. No, that's your gosh darn shirt. I'd
still
fight
have
that too.
I still have it. Still have it to this day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so
I do.
cool.
My daughter's got it. My daughter's got it in Germany.
I've gotten stuff like that before, like way a long time ago. When my dad still travels, but for work, he's gonna retire hopefully, sometime next year. But I doubt it though. No, my father, he's a workhorse. He will work until the day that he pretty much dies. But, 1 year, he used to travel to Long Beach a lot and to California a lot for his other job, and that's where I was actually created, was in Long Beach. I was born there. Anyway, but he used to travel there for work a lot when we moved here. One time, and I don't know how this happened, but just how the stars get aligned, he ended up seeing in the Los Angeles airport Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey.
Nice.
When they were still married, they had cameras on them. It was when they were still doing their flipping reality show. Remember that? God, I feel old.
Unfortunately, I do. Good God.
God, I feel old. And that, that was when they were still in their prime and they were super hot and on fire and whatnot. And my dad knew that I was a big fan of theirs because I loved that show at the time. And this was like right around the time that I was in high school, getting ready to graduate from high school. And he happened to see them in the airport, and he walked up to them nonchalantly with one of his patches that he used for work at the time, and he was like, "Hey, can you sign this for my daughter?" And sure enough, they did, and he brought it home to me. I still have it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I keep and I cherish, is one of those. I have a whole bunch of different collectibles too that Mr. Huck and I have created over the years. Like right now, I'm looking at a whole bunch of Nintendo cartridges, video game boxes. I'm looking right at them that he's collected, like Gears of War stuff.
I've got nothing. I've lost all my stuff so many times at different points, just because of how my life has gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really want to build another collection. But now at 40, where I'm finally at a point where I can work, and I have someone in my life who pushes me to be better, like just in as far as work goes and stuff.
Yes.
Just,
Miss Blossom.
I feel, shout out to the Blossom.
Miss Blossom.
It's cool just to have someone in your life that you just want to grow with. You want to find new heights that you haven't gone to yourself with, and I'm really excited to be hitting that,
Mm-hmm.
and part of that is money. I am trying to earn more of it, and doing that, it's like I want to start collecting again potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind getting a nice little curio cabinet at some point, and maybe because I have such access to great stuff because I can buy it at cost because I run the shop. So one of the perks is I can get what I want.
Mm-hmm.
If I wants it, I can get it.
Right.
And and the stuff that comes through is mind blowing. Like the shoes,
I
the
bet.
purses, the games, the consoles. I had a Nintendo brick walk through the door. I had a fucking first and second gen PSPs walk through the door the other day. Like, I could easily build a retro game collection of epic.
You and Mr. Huck could talk for hours about that kind of stuff. Like, legit. He goes on the hunt during the summer, like the beginning of summer, like spring, summer here, which, let's be honest, spring does not exist here in the Midwest. It's just summer and winter, and that's pretty much it. Let's be honest. But
True.
but no, you and him could talk for hours about the stuff that he has and what he was able to get. Not only that he has collected, but the stuff that he got from his dad. There's a whole, his dad was an avid, and I know this is gonna upset you. I know that it is, but he was an avid Cardinal fan.
Ugh.
I know.
What's the fucking score? What's the fucking score? Fucking fuck! Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
You're up 7-2. Man, we're about to have to fucking trade off half the goddamn team because we're not going to get back to 500, and your garbage fucking team is going to beat us tonight, and this makes me mad.
I know. I'm sorry.
Fuck!
I still love
Sorry,
you.
I got emotional.
I still love you.
Emotion.
I still love you. But
Go Cubs, go!
yes,
go,
I know.
Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win today. Go, Cubs, go. Let me hear it now. Go, Cubs, go. Come on, Cubs. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I swear the Cardinals are fucking gay.
I was gonna pull up art that Squatch. You know what? You know what? I was gonna pull up art that Squatchin made for me. I'm sure that you probably saw it, and you were probably like, "Ugh."
Major, if it has anything to do with cardinal or cardinal-like activity, I hate it.
It
with a
did.
passion.
No, oh man. Oh, well, no, I get it. I get it. Because if you,
You don't. I know.
well, that's the
It's
thing.
a Cubs thing, baby.
I know it is. I know, but I understand, and I don't like hold it against you. I'm not one of those avid Cardinal fans that are just like, you have to love the Cardinals or else. No, I'm not like that. I get it.
Okay, because I just made the right choice in life. That's all. I just chose correctly. Like it's almost like the end of Temple or Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, it's no wait, Last Crusade. It's almost like Last Crusade. I chose wisely.
Well, I can't. Oh my
So yes,
God.
you guys are going to die in desolation while evaporating in the dust. That's right. That's what your sports choices have brought you on this day.
Medley says the Brewers are better.
Fuck the Brewers. Fuck the Brewers. You know where the fucking Brewers play is called Wrigley North. Shut up. Milwaukee, Milwaukee, which is Indian for "Give me back our land." Shut the fuck up. Okay, you're in first place now. I think the Reds might still be in, but don't get me fucking going here. He wants to grind me, he wants to get going, but give me 2 years. The Cubs are good. When fucking when this Pete Crow Armstrong kid comes in and hits a goddamn line drive up your sphincter ass, I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be great. Cubs victories. I'm calling it now. The Cubs will win 2 World Series titles in the next 10 years. In the next 7 years.
Wow.
In the next 6 years, the Cubs will win 2 World Series titles.
Squatchin wants me to pull up the picture and make you look at it.
No. For the right donation perk, I'll make it a GIF. I'll make it a donation GIF.
What, my profile picture or
Whatever is taking the piss out of me, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whatever's going to make me mad, whatever's going to be a cause of distress, because that's kind of what people like to do on my Twitch channel. They like to cause me anguish.
Okay, for the right price. Okay, hold on. For the right price, I'll say what's a good price?
Winter, spring, summer, or fall.
I'll say for $20. $20. I will pull up the picture that Squatchin made for me for $20.
There you go. Make it work. See, look at that. I was talking for me. That was great. That's a way to be fucking industrious. I like it.
I have $3.
I like it. I have $3.
Yes. If someone donates $20 in the next on my stream elements is right there. If someone
You've already got an hour and 43, folks. Come on there. Jesus.
My stream elements is right there. If anybody donates $20 in the next, I'd say 10 minutes, then I will give a time frame because we're not going to go
both old.
with it.
We're both old. We don't know how much longer we got.
The fact that I've got you for an hour and 45 minutes is amazing, so I'll take it.
No, look, nobody asks. I am nobody ever fucking thinks. I'm not trying I'm not. But I rarely get asked on for interviews. Like very rarely. It doesn't happen a lot.
Well, you know what? You are a friend to me, obviously.
Absolutely.
And I hope I'm a friend to you. I hope I am. And that you are.
Of course you are. Absolutely.
You are welcome here anytime, whether it's in chat, whether it's on a stream, whether you want to call in. I will give you.
I'm the worst.
No, you are not. I will give you.
I really am. I do not ever show up on shows. I don't call in. I don't watch. I have no fucking time.
No,
and I'm a
mainstream
mainstream guy. I'm so bad with that stuff. I will if there's an event or something, of course, because I'm going to support when I can. But I don't, I think that's why I'm able to cover stuff the way I cover stuff, because I'm not connected. You know, I
Right,
don't sit in
right,
discords.
right,
I
right.
love people. I've met people on the internet that I love incredibly, that I've forged friendships with. I met Blossom on the internet. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
it's you incredible friendships.
Well,
So, but you know,
I do have a question about that, but I have one other question that I wanted to ask
yeah.
you. That Spectre actually asked this. Give me a second. It was about Cartman. Uh,
What? What was that? What was that that I just
oh,
heard?
here we
What was
go.
in my ears?
Can I
What
just
was it that?
can I just say how much I love Dave's impression of Cartman? Every time I hear, I roll on the floor laughing.
Cause mama's a bitch, she's big fat bitch, she's
She's
the
the biggest
biggest
bitch
bitch
in
in
the
the
whole
whole
wide
wide world.
world.
She made a bitch, if there was a bitch, she's a bitch, she was the boys and
I
girls.
love that movie and I love that show. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
You know, one day I would just love to meet some of the people and just kick them square in the nuts.
Speaking of meeting the people,
Yes.
you've met Mr. Kristen Ark.
I have, you know, I've been very lucky to meet quite a few people
And Jeff,
off the
and
internet.
Jeff, and Jeff too. Let's not
Oh,
forget Jeff.
Huffy,
But
Huffy. That might be one of my favorite meetups
I
was
bet it
Huffman,
was. I bet,
just
yeah.
because his fucking bumpkin ass. Let me tell this quick story about Jeff, because he's just such a fucking hillbilly. I love this kid. So he by happenstance, he winds up in New York City at the exact same fucking time as me on my birthday. Not only in New York City, but staying within a half a fucking mile from where I was staying. It was like, what? So we quickly decide that we're gonna meet up, and he meets at a Krispy Kreme, which I thought would be funny to make his weightlifting ass go into a Krispy Kreme shop. It would amuse me, so I made him do it. And that's where we met. And
Mhm.
there he was standing there,
Mhm.
looking exactly as I went live, of course, and he looked exactly as you'd expect him to look, fucking slack jawed and everything, wearing those fucking shorts, wearing that fucking shirt, wearing red. It was Huffman through and fucking through.
That
But
video was great.
I have known this kid since he was a literal kid. I met Huffman very shortly after his mother died.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, Jeff Huffman's got one of the best stories of anyone on the internet. He is a motivational juggernaut of a human being. He is just a
Oh.
wonderful man, and I love that kid. I've said this so many times. If I'm ever half the man Jeff Huffman is, I'm doing okay in life.
Mhm.
I love that dude so much. So when I got to meet him, I was overwhelmed because Jeff is a big reason why I'm still alive. He
Mhm.
he he helped motivate me and put me on the right path when it came to my health and my fitness, and he helped me take things seriously, especially after my mom died. He showed me a way that I hadn't considered. He approached things in a manner that you couldn't take it anything other than genuine, and he made it okay
Mm.
to struggle. He's just
Mm.
such a
Mhm.
good fucking person, and he's so good at his job. And I really attribute a lot of, if not all, honestly, of my weight loss. I mean, I've lost to date now 310 pounds,
Oh.
and
Holy
yeah, I was 525 pounds at my worst.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
still blows my mind that you were that big. Cuz I think I heard you say that before, or you've talked about it before many times now, but the
Oh yeah.
first time that I heard you say that, I think was on one of your streams, and I or you or you had showed a picture of you at your heaviest, I think, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah,
I could not believe that. That is insane. But
it was.
I'm so happy that you have, obviously you I love you no matter what, obviously. But being at 500 by what did you say, 575?
525.
525. But at 525, that's obviously, that's a little much. That's a little, oh,
It was a lot. It was a lot, and it
wow.
was scary. And honestly, I don't know how I survived it. I was eating like 4 to 6 loaves of bread a day. I mean, like, it was bad.
Jeez.
I wasn't moving. I was just in a bad spot. But
Yeah, well,
I
you look
figured
absolutely
it out.
fantastic, obviously, and that's
Thank you.
yes, and that's why when I saw that was so shocking to me because I was like, I knew that. How tall are you?
I'm I'm in the army. I was 5'11". I am like 5'10", 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, so you're about the same height as Mr. Huck. Okay, so
Yep.
I knew that you were, not short for a man, but about average height for a man,
Yeah,
right?
careful, lady.
I, Mr. Huck thinks that he's short, and I give him. There's nothing
Well,
wrong with
maybe
being
it's
a
the
man and
way that
short.
you address it. See, you don't look when a man is average height. You don't have to start saying things like "There's nothing wrong with a man is short." You don't have to preface it. You're just all you're doing is playing those harp strings of insecurity. That's all you're doing for a man. You're just going pluckety pluckety pluck. I think you're short. One day I'm gonna fuck a guy who's 6'4". It's
No,
horrible. It's
no,
what we think. Yeah,
no.
men are crazy.
I
We're nuts.
know,
It's what
I
we think.
know, I
Leave our
know.
shortness alone. We're average, goddammit. Don't call us short.
I'm 5'2".
I got you, Huck.
I'm 5'2".
Oh, yeah, but you're a lady, so that's okay. That's just
Yeah, true.
short is fun. Short is
Short
fun.
is fun.
Short is a lot of fun. Short's a great thing.
Short kings
short,
need love too. Exactly, Squatchin', exactly.
The best part about dating a really short woman is if they're really, really short, you can place your beer on their head. That's just convenient.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Anyway.
That's the joke.
Oh my god. Oh, Dave, I love you so much.
Yeah.
But no, I did have. So I think I got all of the audience questions out of the way, or the chat questions out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. Nope, there's one more. I'm sorry. Dave, what's your opinion on the Adam Cole / MJF storyline?
Ready?
Sure.
That's about it.
Brilliant. Perfect.
It's about it. I don't got much else. I hate this version of Adam Cole.
Mhm.
I can't stand MJF. I think they're ridiculous. They're not for me.
Mhm.
AEW is not for me. And now more product changes are coming. Move lists are being banned. So pretty soon it's gonna not be for a lot of people.
Mhm. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
I'll never get short with Cuck. When I get short with Cuck, I didn't get short with Cuck.
No, he's not getting
What's
short
wrong
with me. No.
Watch your goddamn mouth, Nuclear. I'll fuck some shit up in here. What's wrong with you?
No, he won't ever get short with me. No, he knows I won't. No, I would shoot. If you think Xylee is feisty, shit.
Xylee is very feisty.
I'm kidding.
Holy
I'm
fuck.
kidding. I cannot hold a candle to Xylee.
Xylee is feisty. No, yeah, you better watch that shit.
No,
Xylee
I
is
cannot hold a
level
candle to
feisty.
Xylee. Oh, speaking of which, I just this is as an announcement too. She is actually coming on my stream next Saturday.
Hey, congratulations. That's
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Yes, I am going through the broadcast. Apparently,
She's fun. She's fun.
No, she is.
she's-
I owe a lot. I'm gonna put her on. I hope I don't put her on the spot, but I want her to know how much she and the broadcast have helped me out. They are the reason why I am here. If you remember when they had the auditions or the competition or whatever the hell it was called at the time, when I tried out for that, that was probably one of the best things that has ever happened to me. And I'm not gonna lie. That was the fact that they even gave me a chance and that they let me just be able to audition was incredible. And I owe them for that. I really do. I owe them a lot. And they are amazing. I'm gonna have Rennie on Saturday. That's gonna be really fun. I've had Bunny. Oh my god, Bunny was so much fun. Oh,
She's a blast.
I
I
love
can't wait to
Bunny.
get her back on. I cannot wait to get all the co-hosts back on. Should be next week. We should have a pretty loaded lineup. So
Yay! That'd be awesome. Yes.
I just haven't had fucking time. I've had to
know,
put them
I
off
know.
a few times. I've had a
Well,
few
they will be
people
there.
booked.
They will be
We've done
there.
a couple. Oh yeah, I know, but I mean, it sucks so much because I hate not being consistent.
Oh,
Like
right.
that was
No,
the
I hear you.
whole reason why we were able to get back that they get to 10,000. That was the whole reason why we were able to have the summer of Dave. You know,
Mhm.
it was because of consistency. I just haven't been able to do it.
No, I hear you.
I am I'm so fucking tired. I am
Well, yeah.
exhausted.
Well,
It's
yeah, I get it.
unbelievable.
When you,
I
yeah,
don't. I can't believe how tired I've gotten. Like
yeah.
I walk a lot,
Mhm.
like right now I'm at 22,000 steps for today.
Mhm.
So I've taken a lot of steps. I do a lot,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm more tired than I should be
Mm.
for the type of care that I take care of myself now. I just like, my God, why do I feel this tired? But that also could just be me being a old bitchy person.
Yeah, that could be it too. I feel you. Well, that's the thing with me. I have an IRL job, but I'm lucky enough to be able to work from home. We've been working from home now for the last 3 years. And actually, fun fact, Mr. Huck and I actually work for the same company.
Nice.
So, but he's been there for, oh gosh, how long has he been there for? 17 years, I think.
Wow.
16, 17 years. But I have
He's
been
your
there.
senior.
I've been there for 9, so I'm not
He's
too.
got seniority.
Yes, he does. Yes. So, but I will never work under him because that would just be wrong. But,
Yeah, you will.
but
Giggity,
I
giggity, goo. Ow.
did.
Sorry, I couldn't
Don't
resist. It
shut.
was right there.
Steve,
It was
shut up.
right there. It was right there.
I was.
It was alley dude. That's about as a respectful as a joke as you can do in that one.
Don't give
That
away
was
my
about
secrets.
that's clean.
Shush. Don't give. I'm still in love with this man
Well,
after 13
how
years.
do you
What can I tell
how
you?
do you get promoted? You gotta get promotion some way.
No,
You
I
know,
don't.
you gotta
No, he does.
ladder.
He doesn't work in my department. Most of them, obviously, all of them know who he is. For the most part. But, uh, no, I do that in
Ring.
private. Yeah, just saying. I mean, hey, I'm still in love with my husband after 13 years. What does that tell
You
you?
should be. No, you should be. That's the way it should be. You should if you're not in a relationship where you're just happy to be around the person in general, then
That
it's
is
not
my
the right
best
relationship.
friend. He is
Yeah.
100%. He has
Eh,
seen me through thick and thin, like legit.
y- you should always just want to see that person.
Oh yeah,
It's
100%.
it,
Yeah,
it, it means so much when you have it too.
him.
When you have that
Yeah.
connect, it really does change your life.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
when you don't have it in a way that it should be. It's just really it's a cool thing.
Oh yeah. No, I that is my best friend through thick and thin. Like him and I have been through so goddamn much together. It's not even funny. Him and I both. He has stuff on me. I have stuff on him. We just can't get rid of each
Yeah.
other, even if we wanted to. I'm
So
not.
yeah,
Guess
well,
what? Guess
uh,
what, chat?
we're
I'm not
too
as innocent as what you think I am. Just saying.
we're,
Just putting that
we're
out there.
emotionally intertwined. We follow the MAD
Mm-hmm.
philosophy, mutually assured destruction, if there ever was an appropriate term. Yeah, we'll just destroy each other if we ever do.
Yes, no,
There you go.
yeah, exactly. It's been him and I both have been through thick and thin, and we have a wonderful child together who I adore, and she's actually away at the moment. She's been gone all week. We've been kid free this whole entire week.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's always really good.
yeah.
Maybe you should kick your kid out permanently.
No, I can't do that. I love her.
You should evict her and then just kind of live free. It'd be great.
No, I miss her.
What?
She'll be
Every
back.
fucking day. Oh my God.
She'll be back Saturday. But no, he's been my rock through everything, especially everything that happened with me too. On top of that, and just I cannot have I truthfully, I hate to sound corny, and I probably do, and I don't care, but he is the best partner that I could ever ask for, like legit.
I feel it.
Like
feel you.
he's been my rock, like I said, through thick and thin, and we've been best friends now, and he's probably listening in the garage going, "Oh, Yeah, he probably is. Yes, I'm talking about you, honey. Yes. But he is my rock through thick and thin, and I can't have a better partner. I couldn't ask for one. You know.
Yeah, it's much more than that.
Yeah, 100.
Uh,
percent
hey, so we've been going almost 2 hours, and I'm just getting a little bit tired. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I just wanted to give a little wrap up warning if we can.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%. So I do have one last question,
Please
and
feel free.
I well actually I have two. Okay.
Oh
So
boy, now you're pushing it. I promise you this too. I'll come back again.
oh yay yay awesome yay good.
Oh, I had a great time. I had a great time tonight. You did a fantastic
Oh
job. I really enjoyed this.
yeah no, tonight has been absolutely amazing, and I thank you so much for it. I cannot thank everybody enough too for this, and I'm so glad that we were able to pull this off. And yes, I'm so happy.
I
But
didn't see it coming.
speaking of like people that we love and adore, and I know you do, and I am waiting for this. I asked D Max this of him because of how close he is with him and stuff. But how would you describe your relationship with Peepaw?
Oh man, Peepaw is a very interesting person because I've known him for a really long time. Like I've known Peepaw for 5 years, something like
Wow.
that. Yeah, longer than I even realized, and he's just been around forever. He's he's just Peepaw. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
He's a fixture.
Mhm.
And I have been very fortunate over the last year to get close with him on a way that like we were friends and we were friendly and we became friends. But over the last year we had become really something more. Coworkers, partners. We were really we had a real good kinship. So it was a real nice vibe to
Mhm.
have, and we were putting out just incredible content there, and it was a lot, and we were doing so much, so it was an incredible journey to run with him, and we're still in the midst of that. The workload is slowed down, but which he's got so much going on,
Yeah, he does.
and I
Yeah.
what's going on, so we're just getting on as much as we can. But what I can tell you is this: when it comes to that aspect of it, is stay tuned because we got some stuff planned, and I'm just saying Monday, just Monday. Keep keep
Yay!
keep an eye out. We got something special cooked up for Monday.
Oh
We got
yay!
we got something real special cooked up for Monday. So stay tuned.
Yay!
But
Yay! Yeah,
I
that's
would
awesome.
classify my relationship with Peepaw as a brother. Were It's funny because I think I could speak for him in this. We've mentored each other.
Mhm.
We've been there for. We have different skill sets, and I think that we've helped each other figure stuff out in different ways in both life and in content creation.
Mhm.
Um, we've leaned on each other. We've gone to war together. We've been through a lot, and that's my brother. He pisses me off sometimes. Uh, some of that's legitimate, some of that's not legitimate. You know what I mean? It's some of it's shtick, some of it I really would like to punch him right in his liver. But that is my brother. I talk the way I do to him because of that. There's
Mhm.
not too many people that I can talk to the way that I talk to people.
Mhm.
Even in shtick, even I can push it pretty hard with them sometimes. But we have a great relationship where I think content wise we probably bring the best out of each other at this stage of our lives. When
Wow.
him and I do shows together, like it's like when Tommy and I used to do shows together.
Mhm.
Like we just have a real special chemistry in a different way.
Right.
But like
Right.
people, I really like if you go back and you watch some of those shows from even early this year, but last year and shit, even recently in the last few months, there is just we just know how to work together,
Oh
and we
yeah.
know how to wrangle people together, and we have, and I think you're gonna have a real good example of that on Monday. Hintity hint.
Yay! Oh, I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be great. Well, I've Peepaw has been my number one as well too here these last few months. He helped me with this, with getting OBS and all that set up. He's helped me with my stream elements. He's helped me with so much and platforming me too. On top of that, uh him and I both have talked in private and on his streams, and we talked on my stream a couple weeks ago. He gave me shit, which I'm gonna get him for. But but that's when you know that you're doing well, is when you have Peepaw's approval. You know what I mean? I've learned that over these
Yeah.
last few months. You know,
People that you consider your contemporaries, your peers, or even your people that you would consider above you in the food chain or whatever.
hmm
When you have that respect, it there really isn't much more that matters, and it
True.
feels different.
True.
It's not even about friendship, because it's hard to be friends on the internet. Like, to really know people, it's hard sometimes, but you can respect people.
Oh yeah.
And when you have that, and you have mutual respect, and that grows into real friendship and all of that, it really is incredible what you can create, what you can get out of each other, and the lengths you can go. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, 100%. And the fact that, I said this earlier and I'll say it again. I am very very appreciative for anybody and everybody that I've came in contact with in this community, and the fact that I got you,
Yeah.
okay? The fact that I got you.
I'm such small potatoes. Thank you so much for that.
Whatever.
I'm nothing. Oh God, I've just been around forever. I'm probably one of the weirdest internet cases, because I'm so irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. I don't even mean that badly, but I've been around. I've been around people. I have an incredible Rolodex of friends that support, and it's just
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate I'm the copious king. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
And it's like, and that means whatever the fuck you want it to mean.
Mhm.
I'm very grateful for the slice of YouTube life that I've carved out for myself, and
Yeah.
I am so grateful to everyone who's made it possible. Because it's like, I've not done this on my own. Yeah, nobody
right.
does. I'm very fortunate to have the people that fuck with me, that have fucked with me, past, present, and future. The
Right.
people around me. I'm better with people than I am on my own. Just I'm able to work with people at a really good rate. Just comedy works better when you're around people to laugh and bounce off with. Just
Right.
plain and simple.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm starting to learn that too as I've been progressing my way into this community, if you will. Like, a lot of people do know me, yes, or know of me. I'm starting to learn that. But do I expect for this to blow up and for me to become like the biggest YouTuber on earth, is like what people told me one day, and I laughed at his face. I'm like, I will not be the biggest YouTuber on
Well, like, who
earth.
cares? Like, that's the thing. Like,
That ain't happening.
if you're doing it right, it shouldn't even be a thought.
Well, yeah,
All that
'cause-
work takes care of itself down the road. You can, as long as you're just doing the shit and people are digging it, all that works out.
yeah,
Take
and
care of it.
I've been very very lucky to not only be able to do this, but to like have you, and I've had Bunny and Spectre. I had Murdoch, and now I've got. I'm gonna have Rennie on Saturday. I'm gonna have Xylee, the Queen. I'm gonna have the Queen on here soon. I gotta make sure that I'm all proper for that one. But that one's gonna be really fun. And I just have a whole bunch of different stuff that I've got lined up here that I'm wanting to work out and just see what happens. Oh, I had Van Luke. How could I forget that? I had Van Luke too.
I love Van Luke. She's great.
I had Van Luke on Monday, and that was incredible too. Like, her and I.
She's fun.
Oh yeah, she's really really fun.
I'd like to interview her. I'd like to have her on.
Oh,
I've been
she
meaning
was
to
so
try to
much
get her on.
fun. Oh, she was a sweet. She came on to watch her Colleen Ballinger video that she made. She did an interview with another weenie. Besides Adam, it was a woman named Allison that she interviewed a couple weeks ago, and her and I were supposed to watch the video, but we ended up talking half the time.
Yeah.
and it was really good. It was a great stream. We had fun, but she has, she surprisingly came into one of my chats like a couple months ago when I was going over a story, and her and I just hit it off. We got to talking, and then the whole Colleen thing happened, and then we just got to talking about it more, and I was like, hey, why don't you come on my stream with your video and we can talk about it? And sure enough, she did, and it was incredible. It was amazing. It was so much fun. But but not only her, but with everybody that has came up in general, has just been incredible, and I'm extremely, extremely blessed. Well, sir, it's getting to be about that time. It's about that time.
I am pooped. I am poopered.
I am too. I hear ya. Well, thank you. I cannot thank you enough for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having me. No, I really had a blast.
I had a feeling that either one or two things was going to happen. Either you were going to be like, yeah, I'm all for it, or hell no, get the hell away from me. But I knew that wasn't going to happen. But I knew that wasn't going to happen because I love you.
I appreciate someone asking.
But I love you, and I appreciate you so, so much, Dave. Go subscribe to Dave. Go do all the things. Be on the lookout for Monday. And, yeah, so we will talk again soon, my dear. I love you so much, Dave. Thank you again.
Love you right back. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Go fucking support this lady. She's great. Thank you so much, Cucky.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you, sir. You have a good night.
You too.
Bye. Oh, my God, you guys. Oh, my God. That was absolutely incredible. And I can't believe it went on for as long as it did. Oh, my God. Well, thank you guys for coming out. I do appreciate it. Dave, you get some sleep. I hope that we pulled off this surprise anyway. Is Dave going to go live on Twitter? I don't know, Fake Ass Twat. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. He may be too tired now. I may have worn him out. I don't know. Well, hopefully. I don't know if he will or not. He's probably way, way too tired, and he probably is wanting to go to bed. But I'll shoot him a message probably for tomorrow to have him try it out tomorrow. Oh, he is? Okay. Thank you, Dave. Never mind. Okay, I lied. I appreciate you all coming out, especially to Dave. I cannot thank you guys enough for coming out, and we were able to pull it off. Woohoo! So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We will have the lovely people on. And then we will have Rinny on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So I am really looking forward to that too as well. These next 2 days are going to be absolutely on fire. And I love every minute of it. Thank you guys again. So yeah, we're gonna end it on a good note here, guys. You guys have a good night. Bye.
Trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want. I learned that from fucking Aubrey, and she ain't never lied. I told her this was nothing new to me. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real. She think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night. So I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. This may be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real. She think that ain't nobody cool as me. Fly it in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night. So I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. Feel like I'm Alexander's prodigy. Fuck your death threats, them niggas always talking honorary. The Pentagon the same, they trying to mold us in the pottery. But even if I die, my lyrics still a living history. You mean they treat us like we pawns and we listen cause we scared they ain't gon' beef with Genghis Khan? I'm higher than a dinosaur, she Oreo like Baltimore. I taught them what I know, that make me feel like I was Gryffindor. Get your game right, she hot, I call her sunlight. With lips like she's Brad's life, I ask her cost a crash site. But that's the way it is, I guess I play protagonist. This shit will never change, I'ma go out with her. This may be everything I'm dreaming. dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. Say the government. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, da da da. Yeah, da da da. Hip hop, I'm real talk. Hip hop, I'm real talk. Da da da.